Hi, I'm Jeramy Stover, sports editor of the Michigan-Dearborn. I'm here with Ali Farhat, the Player of the Week for week of January 25th. Ali, you got a lot of votes. You got a lot of votes. You must have a pretty big support team.
That's the community that we live in. Dearborn's a great supportive community and it's real tight-knit, so if there's any chance that they have to help somebody out, that's what they do. They put out a hand.
Now, it must be nice playing real close to home. I see your mom at every game and the other family members. How nice is it to have them here for pretty much every game?
It's a great feeling because, in my first year at Eastern, it was harder for them to make trips out. Now, I get to wake up in the morning. I live 5 minutes away from my school, and I get to have all my family members here. It's an amazing feeling, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
Now, Ali is a guard with the basketball team, and before you they were under 500 just a little bit. Since you've joined in second after over 500, you're averaging just over 11 points per game, which is increased pretty much after every game. You're fourth on the team in rebounds, and amongst guards, you're first in blocks per game. You are so effective at both ends of the floor, and personally, that's one of the reasons why I love watching you play. Is that something you take a lot of pride in?
Yeah, growing up with every coach I've ever played for, it was almost like equally when you score on someone, you're not supposed to let them score on you. And it becomes almost a pride thing with you and your teammates where I'm at practice every day working with these guys, sweating with these guys, bleeding with these guys. So if I get a basket, then my teammates will probably be happy for me just like I would be for them. And then when you come down the defensive side, it's an equal game, so I got to stop my guy from scoring too or else they're going to hurt my team.
All right, and like you said, you went to Eastern Michigan University, you played on their team a couple years ago, and you actually played against some really good programs like Kentucky, Duke, Purdue, and you actually got in the game against Kentucky. What was it like going against the Wildcats?
It was an experience that I'll never forget, because as soon as you step on that court, it's like you're on the spotlight, and everything else around you doesn't even matter. It was a great experience. I'm glad Coach Murphy let me, as a freshman, gain some of that time and go through playing against a great team like that. And they're the best competition in the country, and to experience that was something I'll never forget.
Now, before we started doing this, you talked about going up against Willie Cauley-Stein and the Harrison twins.
Yeah.
Is it kind of cool seeing those guys on TV, playing in the NBA and thinking, wow, I played against them?
It's great because they're great talents themselves, and I was a young 18-year-old player looking at these guys and thinking, wow, they're going to make the NBA. And I think one of the most cool things about it is the fact that they're my age and they're in the NBA. And that's an unbelievable accomplishment for them and Kentucky as a whole.
All right, now you went to EMU. Now you're at UMD. So we're gonna do a little segment called UMD versus EMU, and you got to give me which has the better blank.
Okay.
All right. So better classroom setting, EMU or UMD?
I'm gonna have to go with UMD because the population is a little bit smaller. So our classrooms are smaller, allowing the teachers to focus more on students who need help with any kind of, maybe studying or homework or. I had a biology class at Eastern my freshman year that had about 300 people in it. So it was pretty tough to learn compared to my accounting classes right now that have maybe 20, 30 people in it.
Wow, 300, Ed.
Yeah.
All right, better food in the cafeteria.
I'm going to have to go with Eastern on that one. Their student center had awesome food. There was always everything available, and even like on campus, there were great restaurants of all different kind of cultural choices. You can get Chinese food, you can get Mediterranean food, you can always go to Subway. There's just a wide variety, so I'm going to have to go with Eastern on that one.
All right. Easier for parking?
Oh, definitely here.
Definitely?
Here, yeah. Over at Eastern, you have to get a parking pass, and if you're not one of the first classes in the morning, you're going to have a long walk. So I like the parking here. I never have a problem getting into the college business.
Which is interesting because a lot of people here complain about the parking, so
I'll be grateful.
All right, now finally, more attractive girls, Eastern or here?
That's tough. That's a tough one.
Now we have the softball team behind us practicing if you need help.
I'm scared to make the wrong answers here, but there's beautiful girls everywhere, man. There were some beautiful girls at Eastern, but I'm gonna have to go with my hometown here at UMD. There's more beautiful girls here.
All right, pretty good. All right, now you guys are in a critical stretch in the season. We talked about this on Saturday. You got 3 critical games and then a big matchup with Aquinas at the end. What's it like in the locker room right now and in practice during this important time in the season?
It's a lot more serious. When I first got here, it was mid-season. Everyone was more relaxed and not going through the motions, but almost going through the motions of just getting used to everyday practice. But now it's more like we're on a rope. Everything's more serious. A lot of the older guys are stepping up and being as good as leaders as possible. Practice is just as intense now as it was in the off season, which means that we mean business. So right now everything is just a complete different type of style of basketball.
All right, and then we'll end on this. You guys have guys like you, like Xavier Crawford, Deontay Bell, Marcus Williams, Jason Penn, and others that will be back next year. How excited are you for the future with the talent you guys have on this roster?
We're very young, and it's hard not to just focus on the future and what kind of success we'll have in the upcoming years, but I think a lot of how we end the way this season goes will paint the picture for next year. So, we get into the tournament, we make a push, it'll create much more for recruiting for guys like, myself, X, DV, a lot of guys like that who can come in next year and, kind of thrive on that and look to, keep breaking records at the school and pushing in for the future.
All right, well, Ali, thank you very much. Good luck this week. I'm Jeramy Stover. You can catch us at michiganjournal.org. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.